Hi there, lovelies. My name is Melanie Monroe, and this is my channel. Nice to meet you. This is my very first foray into YouTube, my first channel, my first video. And so the first thing I would like to talk about today is fear, or more specifically about your comfort zone, getting the F out of it. If anyone would have told me 2 months ago that I would start a YouTube channel, I would have laughed them out of the house. Because there was no way I was ever gonna put my face on camera. Who wanted to listen to me talk? What do I have to say? What am I talking about? And then I thought, well, I don't really feel that way when I'm with my friends, so why don't I talk to you guys the same way? Everybody knows what your comfort zone is. Comfort zone immediately brings to mind sweats, fluffy socks, and possibly chocolate cake, or maybe that's just me. Any way you look at it, the comfort zone is safety. It is not threatening. It is whatever you feel like you can do, you're good at, you're not challenged, nothing's gonna hurt you, it's easy. I have been living in that comfort zone for a long time, and I think we all have. I think we don't even realize that we're living in it until something challenges us, until we think about doing something that sounds scary, which is called the growth zone. If we go by this chart, which has 4 zones, the first one is the comfort zone. It's the squishiest, it's the yummiest, it's the one that we don't really want to get out of, because who wants to? Then there's the fear zone. Well, why would you want to go there? I have been living in the fear zone for years. I was never like that before. When I was young, I could do anything. I could perform in front of anyone. Nothing scared me, except for maybe improv. That I was never good at. I've come to doubt myself. I've come to doubt my abilities. And I think we all get like that as we get older. And so I wanted to know why. What is it that makes us more fearful as we get older? So the obvious thing that I discovered has to do with experience. When we're young, we don't really have a lot of experience. So when we're doing a thing, putting ourselves out there, we don't have the experience of failure yet. But as you get older, you do. You have those things to remember, like, oh, remember that one time I did this and I failed at it. It felt horrible. So of course, that muscle memory of feeling horrible is there, and it kicks in to protect you from making an ass of yourself again, or protect you from hurting yourself again, which is why we become less and less and smaller as we get older, which is counterintuitive, really, if you think about it, because as we get older, we're getting wiser. It should be easier to not give a crap what anybody thinks about you. Unfortunately, especially for me, it has not been that way. I don't know if it's been that way for you. If it has, please let me know how you did it and give us all some advice. So what I have been faced with is all of this fear, like it's almost a physical fear, right? It's, I don't want to do it because it's so scary. Am I going to get hurt, physically hurt? No. Am I going to get run over by a car? No. Am I going to get hit by a train? No. But the fear of being judged harshly, or the fear of failing, is so great that it just keeps you stuck in that comfort zone. And while the comfort zone is nice and comfortable, obviously it's called the comfort zone, is also very stifling, and it's isolating. It keeps us from growing. Okay, so we go from the comfort zone to the fear zone, then we go to the learning zone. And the learning zone, I think in theory is, putting the work into learning these new things, learning new skills. I think we just need to skip over that, at least for me. We're going to the growth zone. So the growth zone is where we are all looking to be. Making a video for you guys, it feels like in my body, feels like one of the scariest things that I have ever done. I mean, if I had to think about letting a tarantula, I hate spiders. Letting a tarantula, oh my gosh, I cannot say tarantula, a big ass spider, letting a big ass spider crawl on me or do this video for you, it would be a very, very hard decision of which one to do. Why? Why is that? You don't want to look like a dummy. And I think that just makes us stay in this spot where we can't move. And it starts to feel uncomfortable at a certain point. So for me, I really wanted to start a channel. I wanted to make friends with you guys. I wanted to reach out to other people. There are not a ton of people on this platform that are our age, in our 40s. I'm not dissing anyone else. The 30s, come along because you're going to be there soon enough. In our 40s, we're supposed to be getting to a point where, we just don't care about what anybody thinks because, hey, we've got it, we've lived it, we've done it, we know what's up, we've got our thing going on, and that's it. We're super courageous and we're super chill. I don't feel like that. I'm in my 40s and I do not feel like that. I, in fact, feel more fear about things than I did when I was in my 20s, and I just trusted myself. Why do we lose trust in ourselves over time? And again, it comes back to experiences. It comes back to memories just become embedded in ourselves, and we can't help but not experience them when we think of trying something new. And that can be anything from speaking on camera, it can be auditioning for something, it can be making a new friend, it can be going somewhere you've never been, it can be a roller coaster. I don't really do those very often, most likely because I feel like I'm gonna die. It's gonna be the day that it's gonna break. That's for another show. So I want to get out of my comfort zone and into the growth zone. I want to say, it, let's do it. I'm not going to get hurt. I feel like there are a lot of people out there who feel the same way. So I put it to all of you out there to try something scary, to try something new. Maybe just try something new that scares you a little bit today. Something, anything, a food you've never wanted to try, a food that you think might be too spicy, a thing that just scares you a little bit. And then maybe tomorrow or even maybe next week, you try something that's even scarier. And when you do that, when you do the thing that's scary, I want you to give yourself a high five. Give yourself a pat on the back. You can have a piece of cake. You can have a piece of chocolate. You can go buy those new shoes that you've been wanting as a reward because nobody else is going to do it. Who else is going to do it? We only have ourselves. Reward yourself. Because bravery isn't the absence of fear. Bravery is facing those fears. Let's do that. Let's do that together as a group. That is the goal of my channel, is to lift each other up, share our experiences, give you a little bit of space to just remember who you used to be. Yes, that did make me cry. Does it make you cry to think about the person that you used to be and who you are today? It seems to always make me cry. You can keep the big goals. We're going to keep the big goals. We're all going to work on that together. And we're going to get out of that stupid comfort zone and we're going to get into the growth zone where the magic happens. But let's start small. Do something today that makes you remember who you were, that gives you a little bit of that spark back. And so I think we'll end with a quote from George Bernard Shaw that says, "Life isn't about finding yourself, it's about creating yourself." I'm into that. I'm here for that. Let's do it. Let's do it together. I look forward to creating a dialogue and a community with all of you out there. Subscribe, like the video. It will help me reach more people and we can get more people on board with this awesome movement of reclaiming our spark, finding our magic, re-meeting ourselves, really. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.